Storage space.
What?
China. We need independence.
Yeah. And what's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Run. You don't have storage.
I don't. Oh,
It
my.
says your internal storage is in negative.
I don't know why it says that. I've gotten rid of so much stuff.
It's lying.
I think so. It's a liar. It's a cheater and a liar.
Kind of like our government.
Why? You're like that. You're like that one guy at that.
I'm like that guy.
You're like that one guy that always turns it into something political.
I'm that guy.
Like we can be watching a commercial for like.
And I'll be like, fucking Democrats. What does this have to do with fucking Domino's?
So.
Did you hear that story about the guy who he plowed his neighbor's yard, and I guess he was like some sort of reporter or some.
Oh, the lady. It's a lady.
Oh, it was a lady.
She got the smackdown from social media. People did not like that story.
Can you imagine?
All right, so for the good folks at home, in summary, what was this lady talking about?
I skimmed through it, but basically,
Basically,
she was like, she wrote like this op-ed, right? Mm-hmm. It was an op-ed.
it was something.
It was something,
Op-ed.
whatever. She has a platform for some ungodly reason. I mean, we do, so why wouldn't she?
Yeah, everyone has a platform.
Everyone
these
has a
days.
platform now.
Hey.
Go fuck yourself, liberals. Okay, so this lady or whatever, whoever it is, Z or whatever, writes this thing about how she feels some sort of guilt or
No, she doesn't feel.
she felt like she was
I think the word is animosity.
animosity towards the guy, the neighbor, right? That went and plowed her driveway for her.
Right.
The dude plowed her driveway for her without asking for anything, not charging her or saying anything. She's just out of the kindness of his heart. He's like, I'm plowing my driveway. You know what? Would it be a neighborly thing to do? Let me plow my neighbor's driveway too, so she can get out of the house and go to work.
I'd hate to sound remedial, but is plowing? What is plowing the driveway?
In places where it snows, Jim, I know
Right.
you're not aware of this because
I've never
the
seen
lack
snow.
of the snowfall in Mexico. But in the places where it snows,
There's snow in
people get
Mexico.
snowed in. People literally get snowed in. I visited. Remember when we were talking to Elle on the podcast?
Yeah.
I remember when we went and we had lunch or something like that over there, and it was snowing and it was so cold that he had to put the windshield wipers up when we got out of the car, and I was like, why are you doing that? And I noticed all the other cars in the driveway in the parking lot were all had their windshield wipers.
This is in Canada, right?
Is in Canada,
Okay.
right? And I'm like, why you guys do that? Because it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why are the windshield wipers? He's like, because if we don't do that, it snows, and then if it melts a little bit, what happens is it freezes the windshield wipers onto the glass, and then we can't use it when we want to clean the glass. So they all have to like tilt them up when they get out of the car. So by the time they go to the store or the mall or eat food and come back, their windshield wipers are not glued to the glass.
Dang.
That's how annoying it is.
Right.
And literally, like when we sat in the car, I remember I lowered the window,
You destroyed
passenger
his window.
window. No, straight glass of ice. It was like it had a sheet of ice.
Wow.
It's that cold. So in places where it's constantly snowing, constantly ice, cold, hail, they have this problem where they get stuck if you can't move your car without plowing, your driveway or shoveling snow off your driveway. This guy went and did it just to be a good neighbor, and then what? So you can't be a good neighbor anymore? You can't do right by your community? You can't just be like, hey, Jim, I see you're having trouble. I don't want you to shovel like 300 pounds of snow off your driveway. I got a truck here. I'll get that for you.
Right, but there's a particular reason where she was upset about it. She wasn't upset because he didn't ask for permission to do it. What was the reason that?
Should we ask for permission to help people?
No,
Jim?
but
is that where we're at?
No,
in
that's
this
not. But
country?
that wasn't the point of the story. The story was she did not like him doing that, or she was upset about it because he's a Trump supporter.
Yes, I know.
Right. We missed the
So,
key part of that. That's the key part.
Clearly, it was because of political reasons. But what does that have to do with being a good neighbor? So basically, identity politics has got us to the point where we're gonna go and attack people that we should be friendly with, we should be neighborly, we should be courteous to, because that's how communities function
Right.
or should function, right? You would hope that the people you live on your street, you would look out for one another. If you saw someone break into your neighbor's house, whether they're a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter, you'd call the cops, right?
Wait. What?
Right?
If
If you saw somebody
okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I
breaking into
misunderstood
your
you.
neighbor's house,
I totally understood that that you
No,
said
no, I'm
we're calling the
saying-
cops on Trump supporters and Biden supporters.
I'm saying it doesn't matter if your
Matter,
neighbor's a
yes.
Trump supporter or a Biden supporter.
Shouldn't
You would
matter.
call the cops to help that person, right? Obviously,
Right.
if they're not home and
Right.
you're like, hey, that guy doesn't live here. Looks like he's going through the window. What does that have to do with, oh, that guy's a Trump supporter, so he gets what he gets?
Do you think she would have, if she saw somebody breaking into that guy's house, do you think she would call the cops?
She'd probably not. Based on this story that she wrote, she'd probably be like, he gets his just desserts.
Who is she? Hold on.
I don't really care. I don't even want to give her any shine. I just think like that's how sick our society's become. We've become so. I mean, we're pushed into two separate categories, whereas you're either on one team or the other. And there is no. We don't have any mutual. The liberal, shocking, inhumanity toward the kind.
That's actually a very good headline. The way the framing of that headline is a liberal shocking inhumanity toward a kind Trump supporter.
But this is our country now, right? I think we've gotten compartmentalized into these two groups of Nazis and fascists and woke leftists.
And indifferent liberals? I think indifferent liberals exist.
I think moderate conservatives exist.
Right, but I think indifferent liberals
I
are
think
more.
95% actually ride right down that middle line. I think most people, real people, like real human beings, not extremists, not these agenda pushing assholes, just normal US citizens are right in the middle. Like they could care less whether you're Trump or Biden or red or blue. This stuff doesn't matter. And the big scheme of things in our communities, on like where we go outside and walk with our families and, you know, spend time with our children, those things don't matter. Like if you saw someone's kid, you know, walking down the street, wandering down the street, doesn't matter if that kid's parents are a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter. You'd grab them and be like, hey, where are you going? You know, like you're not supposed to be out of the house.
Right.
Did your mom know that you snuck out? You know, you'd care for them because that's what communities are for,
Right.
to look out for one another, not
Normal.
be like, oh, I know that guy's kid. Yeah, I hope he gets run over by a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with our society that this has now become identity politics to the max?
Right.
We've already gotten, like, we've lost sight of like the important things that really matter in our country. We've completely lost sight of it. Not like just a little bit. Like, people are arguing about, you know, transgender bathrooms and stuff that has no effect on 99% of the population. And if you go and, you know, the funny thing to me is when you go and you talk to like some of those people that are transgender or whatever, they don't want all this like extra attention, you know? If they really have, I know you're looking at me kind of like, yeah, they do. A lot of them don't. They kind of want to rather just like fly under the radar and do their own thing. I don't think they're trying to be on the news every day about, you know, I got denied going to the men's bathroom because I transitioned 3 weeks ago.
Do they?
Like,
Re-
nobody
do they
really-
really have those people on? They don't have those people on the news.
Dude, that's
They,
what are the arguments?
The story is
The arguments are
it's-
made by people that are not those people for those people.
Right.
And the focus shifts to that while the Keystone Pipeline gets shut down, while we're relying on outside oil, while we're occupying other countries now. Remember? Countdown?
Yeah.
Back down to zero.
Mm-hmm.
So Middle Eastern children must die now. We're going to go back to foreign oil dependency. We're going to go back to the Paris Climate Accord, which is going to just increase the amount of money that we spend for environmental regulations that have no effect on us
Have you seen
in
the-
the United States.
Sure.
And spend billions of dollars of our taxpayer money on an annual basis. So it's hurt our country, hurt our country, hurt our country, hurt our kids. But we got transgender bathrooms approved. Who gives a flying fuck? Really?
Can I give my recommendation to the transgender bathroom thing?
Go ahead.
Have you ever been to a mall where there's like a general lobby where people wash their hands and everything, and then they have
Yeah.
and then they have individual stalls, right? So it's like
Sure.
porta potties.
Yeah.
I love
know.
that. I love that concept. It just seems like, okay, whatever. You're just gonna be used. The only problem
They
with
have
that,
that in China too.
the only problem with that is just you don't know if you're gonna walk into a stall where it just got bombed. You know, you know what I'm talking about? That would be the only surprise. But I'm all for those kinds of bathrooms. That just seems like it just seems like a simple solution. They really want to fix that problem. With
I think
regard,
that's not an issue.
With
I think we got to stop worrying about like these non-issue issues.
yeah, but
and
that's such
start
a
worrying about
but that's such a simple fix. You get me? It becomes a non-issue once you fix
everything
the
is
problem.
a simple fix when you realize that it's not an issue in the first place.
That's true, but that's a what's that one word? Gosh, it escapes me right now.
Idiocracy.
Not idiocracy. When you believe that nothing matters, not postmodernist.
Post-feminist.
Post-feminist. Well, anyways, speaking of the Paris Climate Agreement, have you seen that the map of the pollution by countries?
No,
Here, let me show it to you real quick. Let me go and pull this up.
it's interesting.
Maps of pollution by.
I'm sure we're one of the gross polluters of the world.
Here it is. All right. Is it this?
Oh, by the way, while you're looking up that information and talking about pollution,
Sure.
Happy Chinese New Year, everybody! Yay!
Yay!
What is it? What's the year of the what this year? Let's look that up.
2021
Is the year of the
Oh, wow,
ox.
Google's got it going on. Look at that.
Damn, they got the
That's
fireworks and
excessive.
everything.
Talk about
I
like
like
if I do
that.
that again, will it do it again?
I don't know.
It's doing
Yeah,
it
it did
again.
it.
Wow.
Every time you
Oh,
put it
Year
in
of the Ox.
Happy Chinese New Year, everyone.
There's a better picture I can- But you can see right here the air quality scale.
Yep.
It looks fairly okay, right? Check out the rest of the world though.
No, ours is fine.
Check this out. Go down to
Our
f-
biggest
Oh, it's not bad.
polluter is coming through. Wait a minute.
Whoa,
Wait a minute.
whoa, what's going on
Oh,
here?
That doesn't look that great. In
Oh, is
India?
that Europe?
Ooh,
Europe's
is that
not looking too.
China? Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, no good. China, no good.
Oh, what is down here?
so
Indonesia.
bad air quality
Good job,
in
Indonesia.
China.
Papua New Guinea?
So in China, they make it rain.
Do they
In some
really?
of the cities, yeah, because like you would literally, it's
Die.
like smoking.
How do
40
they make
packs
it
It's
rain?
like 40 packs of cigarettes a day just breathing the air, because you just have this overcast of smog over the cities, especially the industrial cities. When you go to the industrial city, it's almost like you never see sunlight, direct sunlight, because it's so polluted.
How do they make it rain though?
They make it rain.
How?
They create clouds. They seed clouds in the air and they make it rain, and
Really?
it clears it. Yeah,
I heard that they do that in
they do cloud seeding.
in not Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia.
In UAE, they make it
UAE.
rain once a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they do that there.
Ah, we're
also.
rich enough. Just throw some clouds up in the sky.
Yeah, because it's hot,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's good for their, you know.
Well, as you
their
can
plant
see,
life.
the Paris Climate Agreement is probably gonna benefit only one group of peoples, and that's everybody else but the United States.
It's not just that; it's bullshit. If you look at everything that they want to do, it has nothing to do with like the environment. It has nothing to do with it. It's all about them pushing these bullshit agendas so they can suck the money out of the government. If we call it the Paris Climate Agreement,
Mm-hmm.
right? And everybody has to pay $1 billion a year to be a member of it. Every country who's part of it, and then besides that $1 billion, we have to support all the initiatives which cost money. So where do you think your taxpayer dollars go? Why do you think we have more debt now than we have GDP? in the United States. Isn't that sick?
I thought we had that because of all the we keep just taking
No,
our
no,
money
we
and
just
spending.
keep taking money, yeah, and we just create. We keep printing money. We're giving out all these stimulus checks. We're printing money like crazy. We're creating inflation, and what's going to happen? It's going to crash. Everything's going to crash.
Not now though, right?
No, because China's propping everything up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as long as China's got the world's back, and don't forget, they handle most of the manufacturing for.
I thought that was
80%
going
of
to
the
change
world.
though, right after COVID had happened. I thought they realized that it's probably not a good idea to have all the manufacturing out of China.
Of course, that happened when Trump took office.
Right.
When Trump started sticking tariffs on China, a lot of manufacturers were thinking like, hey, we better go to Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia. We got to find other places because we don't want to pay these excessive tariffs. But without that, you have one country, one system. Actually, one country, two systems is what they're called. But they're trying to go back to one country, one system. Because Hong Kong is their other system. That's their democratic portal. That's their open portal to the world. That's why they handle all their financing and everything out of Hong Kong. But once you take that away, and that also becomes now part of the CCP. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what else is good news?
Nice. Jim,
Anything else new going on?
that's it? You don't even have no headlines or nothing for us to cover today?
No, I don't. I
hell?
don't know. It's just I was up till 2 last night with that other one. I put in a lot of work for this. There's a lot of cutting and editing that needs to go into.
Jimmy.
The impeachment's happening.
The impeachment's
The
happening.
impeachment's happening.
Did you see how shitty Trump's lawyer was?
It was hilarious.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
awesome. The guy came in and he was like, I gotta admit, that guy before me was pretty freaking good.
I could have shot off the hip and done better than that. Like, what the hell?
He just literally showed
He's
up.
like, you know, congressmen are patriots. You know? I remember a time I used to go to a lake house out and shut the hell up and talk about the freaking impeachment, you idiot. What is he talking about?
I don't know, but he
God damn it.
he copped
Could
out. This
Somebody
guy went belly
please
up.
Go. He did.
he laid on the floor and went belly up and said, "Scratch
They
my belly."
should have.
That's what he did.
So bad. Come on, man.
We can do better.
It's almost like
I don't know, what
did
is-
the Democrats assign him like a public defender? Like what?
I cannot afford one.
I swear to God, this was one of those like, if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Pelosi's like, give him that guy. That guy's garbage.
What is it?
That shit was
Trump
horrible.
Just seems to have bad luck with lawyers. What is it?
What is that?
Is it because nobody wants to be a lawyer for Trump?
Rudy hasn't been a good lawyer since he brought down the mob.
Yeah.
And this other, remember the Kraken lady?
Yes.
What was her
Powers.
name? I can never remember her
Not
name.
Colin Powell. Colin
Nah.
Powell. Sidney Powell.
Sidney Powell.
That's right.
Sidney Powell's a really good attorney.
Yeah, but she's
But
just,
she never got to present any evidence.
Is Lin Wood an attorney?
I don't know.
But he's crazy. Oops, I gotta bleep that out. He's crazy, man.
You gotta bleep stuff.
I'm sorry. That's
Good
just
luck.
like that guy. Like it just like irks me. That's I don't know what
I
it is
don't
with
know.
these. It's just.
It's not looking good.
Oh, and he also had that Cohen guy.
At
what's his
this
name?
at this point, I'm thinking about impeaching Trump.
I know they make such a compelling argument on the other side. It's like I
Trump's
guess.
lawyers suck so bad. It's like I just want to impeach him just so I don't have to hear his lawyers anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
No, seriously, this is bullshit. We have to stop this. Write your senators and your congresspeople and tell them stop wasting our tax dollars on a phony impeachment trial, okay? What is this freaking hoax impeachment we're doing? What is this shit? Come on, man. You can't impeach somebody who's not in office. And you can't use we started the impeachment while he was in office.
Whoa,
What
this
happened?
is actually breaking news. Holy hell.
What happened?
Twitter has just removed Project Veritas. No. What?
What?
Are you familiar with Project Veritas? Project Veritas, for those, oh my God, there it is.
Accounts suspended because they actually show facts?
So Project Veritas does undercover work. They're the ones who found out that Ilhan Omar was part of a cash pay she paid people for votes in the Somali community. They also found out that Texas, in parts of Texas, they were getting illegal votes as well. We can't show the videos anymore. The guy does undercover work, right?
Yeah.
He's got a couple.
He does what's called journalism.
I wonder if his actual James. Oh, no,
sure
he's still around.
Is he?
Yeah, there he goes, guerrilla journalist. He was also the one who found out that there's tons and tons of radicals, like extremist radicals, like the kind of people that think that they should put conservatives in concentration camps, in the Bernie Sanders, running the Bernie Sanders parts of the Bernie Sanders campaign. Yeah, yeah, and
It's coming.
so they so here this week they
Day
got
of reckoning
they
is
got
coming, Jim.
they got rid of Devin Nunes's account, right, and then they got rid of Project Veritas's account. And then I lost a couple
Listen,
of homeboys too.
once you lose the president, once you silence the president of the United States, the sitting president of the United States, if you silence him, then there is nobody who's off the radar. Like, everybody can get canceled.
Parler hasn't come back.
Well, no, they're done because Amazon won't host them.
That's crazy. I cannot believe that.
It's absurd.
Here, just to give you an example of what these people's the fine work that these people do, right? All right, it says here, recently fired at PBS principal counsel Michael Beller is a prime example of an elitist that wants Trump voters to deprogram and disband their support. He actually wants Biden's Homeland Security to round up the children of Trump supporters and put them in re-education camps. Here we go. Let's take a listen. Oh, what happened to the volume?
They want us to leave. They literally just want us to leave our own country. They want to make it unbearable for us. How are these people in power? How do these people have any say in our government? Who the fuck voted for this guy?
Well, this guy was the head of PBS.
You want to come take my kids and reprogram my kids? Come and take them, motherfucker. Come and see what happens. This guy, David Schwan.
President Trump.
Schwan?
Oh, that's the other guy. So Michael
What's his
Beller
name?
was the principal counsel for PBS, and we can't. There's no volume on this. I'm not sure why.
Try to
but it
come
says
take my kids and see how that works out for you.
They would buy rooms to go through all the Republican voters, and Homeland Security will take the children. How about that? And we'll put them into re-education camps.
Amen.
In these times, which are unique. I mean, some is close to Hitler.
What are we gonna do if we don't like you?
Go to the White House and throw Molotov cocktails.
Did this guy? How is he walking right now on the street?
Knowing nothing but Trump.
Is he free right now?
What do you mean? Is he
Free? Like, is he not in prison right now?
Oh, he's not in prison. No. He did get fired from his job, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Our people, our kids. Enlightenment camps.
Right.
They're nice. They have
Enlightenment
Sesame
camp?
Street
That sounds like a fun
characters and the
summer vacation.
and they watch PBS all day.
Go home and watch it.
You know, most people are dumb. It's good to live in a place where people are, educated.
Get out of our country. I'm not leaving, motherfuckers. I was like, if this fucking shit starts getting bad, I'm gonna like consider moving to Australia or something. I'm not going anywhere now. Fuck you guys. You guys get out of my country. Get out of my fucking country. You fucking crazy radical bitches. Get the fuck out of our country, okay? If you don't like America, fuck you. Get out of our country right now, okay? There's other countries that'll take you. There's other countries that want fucking hippie radicals like you motherfuckers trying to re-educate my kids. You're gonna come to my house and re-educate my children? Fuck you! Okay? I should re-educate your fucking children for you being a fucking stupid bitch. Fuck you guys. Fucking shit is infuriating to me, bro. Fucking shit is infuriating. You can't fucking go tell people how to fucking live their lives and raise their families, you fucks. Just because they don't fucking follow your political agenda. You stupid fucking bastards. Fuck these guys. God damn it, Jim. Fuck this shit, bro. Fuck you, fucking Michael Beller, you fucking communist motherfucker.
We still got 40 seconds of
I
this.
don't give a fuck.
All right, we'll finish the video.
I'm out of here.
All right. Yeah, you go ahead and jump in the seat real quick, Bernard. Let's just close this out. Join us next week. Goodbye, America.